And we are live. There we go. Facebook Live. Thank you for making that. Yay.
Do you
Guys,
want
Smatty, go ahead, bro.
me to turn it this way or leave it the other way?
It's whatever's easier for you, man. It'll because your screen will adjust, as we go. So it's all good.
Gotcha.
That's a real good picture right there, though, bro.
Okay.
So, guys, thank you for hanging out with us, checking in with us. It's Matty again for CBC Industries, North Charleston, South Carolina, hanging out with the Texecutioner, James Vick, UFC fighter, fighting again on the 18th. We'll get into that in a minute. But tell all our people watching, fans and stuff, a little bit about yourself, how you got into UFC and MMA, bro.
Okay. It's a long story. What's up, guys? My name is James Vick. I'm from Texas. I was born and raised outside of a small town outside of Wichita Falls called Alany, Texas, and I've lived in Fort Worth the last 10 years. And I started boxing when I right out of about a year after high school. I went and played basketball in college for a little bit. That didn't work out, and then started boxing, and then from there moved into jiu-jitsu, and then moved to the city, and then pursued MMA full time, and that's how I got into it. Just I saw the Ultimate Fight. I graduated 2005, and I saw the Ultimate Fighter reality show, and I was hooked. I was like, man, it came out the same year I graduated, and I was like, man, this is what I want to do with the rest of my life. And it was crazy, I just saw the dream and I went for it, and it's worked out great for me so far.
Awesome. Thank you for that. All right, Texecutioner, a lot of people want to know how you got the name. So how'd you get that nickname, bro?
Yeah, I mean, obviously I'm from Texas, and I love Texas. I represent Texas everywhere I go. And when I made in 2012, I actually made it on the Ultimate Fighter reality show. And when I was on the show, I had the name. I used the name the Executioner because I started off as a boxer, and Bernard Hopkins is one of my favorite boxers, and that was his name. So I was like, well, no one in MMA has that, so I'll go with that. And then one of my teammates in the Ultimate Fighter house started calling me the Texecutioner one day, and I was like, man, that's catchy and it's original. No one else has it. And then from there, I just kind of went with it, and it's turned out good for me.
Yeah, that's how I got my nickname too, but it was different. There was a lot of booze involved, and it was in college, and that thing stuck, and we couldn't get rid of it. So, all right. So you obviously are wildly into hunting. It's like the most. You and I have kind of talked about hunting and punching people in the face the first time on the phone, and so you're taking out shooting one of the guns the CY6 we built up for you in a hog hunt. Tell us about the hog hunt and how that went for you, bro.
Yeah, I've actually used it about three different times now, and I love it, man. It's I've had being a fighter, and with the sport, there's a lot of injuries involved, and I've had two shoulder surgeries on my left shoulder here, and I shoot left-handed, so I can't really use I don't I mean I can use a high power rifle obviously, but hunting and shooting guns is like anything. It's like fighting almost. You have to practice. People who are good
Yeah.
shooters, people who are good shooters go to the range and they shoot. It's like throwing a jab. I know how to throw a jab, but if I don't go to the gym and throw it, my timing's going to be off. My accuracy is going to be off. Same thing with guns, and I need a gun to shoot that's not super, bad. It doesn't have bad recoil, so it doesn't hurt my shoulder because I have had two surgeries on it, and I have to think about that. And yeah, I can go shoot a high powered rifle, but I'm not able to put in the reps, the shots and get the reps of shooting. So I that's what I loved about it. There was very little recoil, and not a lot of recoil in ARs in general, but it's still a powerful enough bullet. Just puts them down. The last hog I shot, he was probably 250 plus, and just one hitter quitter right in the heart from about 90 to 100 yards away. Not a far shot, but it was nighttime with the pulsar thermal, and I just loved the gun. It was amazing. Not very heavy. Everything was good on it.
So, well, we just had a question pop up. How did the 6.5 Grendel round do with taking down the hogs and one shot, one kill? Well, that kind of answers that one. Uh,
Yeah, it
how'd
was
you like
just
the way it was set up, man? Like the stocks, like rear stock and the rail system. I mean, would you change anything? Did you like the way it was? I mean, we set that thing up and we were like, oh man, it would get, we did that. You know why they call it the CY6, right? Did that ever get? Did you know why they call it the CY6?
No, tell me.
Yeah, I just found this out too. That was a rush thing, right? So we built that in a real big hurry. We're like, oh, we got this thing. It's going to go out for magazine. Vick's going to take it hunting. It's going to be awesome. So we did this rush job to cover someone's. Can I say that stuff? Can I say cover their ass? Charlie Yankee
Yeah,
Alpha. And so
yeah. Go
cover your
ahead.
ass six is why was why it got the name, man. I just found out. I
Got
was
you.
like, well, we don't talk about that. People are going to know we're not genuine because me after 2 beers, I'm talk like a sailor. So, but
Yeah,
yeah,
me too. Me
but
too.
I mean, so yeah, my right shoulder was jacked up, motorcycle accident. I shoot right-handed, so having that type of recoil reduction with a higher caliber round, like I said, this is 6.5. You guys don't know what he was shooting. This is it. This is one heck of a hog round. And for somebody even left-handed, it's completely different shooting style from a right-hand setup. And I mean, that's more information right there than I could have asked you about in 2 daggone interviews, man.
Yeah, it's man, it was good, man. It felt really good. The only like basically the only in a recent couple years I've shot. The only higher power rifle I will shoot is my dad's 270. That's about as high as I'll go just because of my shoulder, and it's just and that's just a regular bolt action. There's no, it's not an AR form or anything, and it was easy to adjust, because I'm a really tall guy too. I'm 6'3", so the adjustment on the stock, everything was good on it, man. I was super happy about it, and the last time I went on, I got two hogs. Both of them were over 250, two boars, and
Damn.
the wind was just perfect for us. And I was setting up in a stand, and we had corned it for days before then, and then the wind was just so good, and I hit that first one hitter quitter. He went down, and the other one just it was crazy because I was thinking, oh, okay, well, at least we got one, and then because I was waiting for a group to come up, but I didn't want to let that one boar go. He was so big, and then 20 seconds later, one just comes walking right after I fired that shot, and I guess he didn't hear it or anything, and then he comes walking by, and then I got him too, and I'm pretty sure one hit put him down too, but I went ahead and shot him again on the ground just to make sure.
I got no problem with that. When in doubt, pump rounds into him.
Yeah.
All right, dude, you're fighting soon. What's going on, man? Talk to us. Who you fighting? What's the time? I mean, we all know that, but they want to hear you say it.
Okay, so I'm fighting in my home state in Austin, Texas. It's about 3 hours from where I live, and I live in Fort Worth, and Austin's about a 3 hour drive. And I'm fighting a tough Brazilian dude. His name is Francisco Trinaldo. He's really good guy. We're both ranked in the top 15. He's ranked when we first initially signed the fight and we agreed, signed the contract and everything. He was actually ranked above me, one spot above me. But then they redid the ranking, so now I'm ranked number 12 in the world, and he's ranked 14th. And it's a big fight. And the winner of this fight should definitely be getting a top 10 guy after this. And I'm assuming that when I win this fight, because in my mind, I'm always going to win in my mind. And when I
That's
win,
right.
I'm assuming that they're going to probably go ahead and rank me a couple spots above just for getting the win. Maybe they'll already put me at the number 10 spot after this is what I'm assuming.
Well, I
And
mean, you
then
just keep calling people out at the end of the fights, regardless.
yeah,
That's one of the best parts of UFC last year. We
yeah,
got
man.
more questions coming up, bro. What's your favorite AR-15 accessory? Sorry to cut you off, but these pop up. I gotta ask. What's your favorite AR-15 accessory?
I'm not even really sure, man. Honestly, I've just kind of gotten into the ARs recently.
Okay.
Growing up, I didn't really hunt ARs. I only used bolt action, and basically I just listened to my boy Kevin Reese from
He said, "Don't poke the bear." He
I
said to
listened to
look
my
at
boy
you and
Kevin
say,
Reese
"Don't
from
poke the bear."
yeah, we had an ongoing joke where right before I left for this camp, I cut my eye in wrestling practice, and Kevin was telling everyone he did it. So,
That's
but yeah, I'm
mean.
I'm, I'm pretty I'm pretty new to the ARs. Honestly, I've just started using them the last probably 2 years
Okay.
because growing up, all I used, we didn't have a lot of money. I was very poor growing up. We just used basic bolt act 270, 243s, uh, uh, 223s, just regular bolt actions. No ARs really. I didn't really use them growing up, and I've just gotten into it in the last couple of years when I finally, had the means to get some better equipment and stuff.
I
and
got
just
you.
started hunting thermal this year as well. Actually, before
Yeah, I'm
this, I never,
jealous of that. I'm
yeah, I
so
got hooked up.
jealous of that.
I got hooked up, and I'm on Pulsar and Sightmark's pro staff team now, and I'm built a good relationship with everyone out there, and I've started hunting thermal this year, and it's changed my life. Thermal's the most amazing thing. Once you hunt thermal, it's like you never want to hunt anything else again.
My bosses are watching, so Mr. Tercy, Andreas, we want thermal. We want thermal. All right,
Dude,
good.
it's like
See,
a it's like a video game for a grown man. It's if you don't play video games, which I don't, but it's like playing a video game, and then you can change all the ways you can change the lighting, the screens and everything. You can make the hog look like he's like you're the predator hunting the hog, and the orange screen like the way the predator was in the movie and everything. It's just it's so legit.
I'm staring down the supervisors. I want a thermal. I want a thermal so bad. You're making that sound way too fun, man. All right, all right. What's the fight date?
The fight date is February 18th. It's on a Sunday night. It's a weird night because the UFC
Yeah,
usually
I
has
saw
cards on
that. I thought.
Saturdays.
No, I'm
Do
sorry, I
what?
didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead, bud. I was just saying, yeah, when we were talking about it before, we were looking at the date, and I said, "Daggone, is that a Sunday?" And so yeah. Why
Yeah,
why why are they doing that?
I don't know why they're doing it either. It's usually on a Saturday night, but it'll be on a Sunday. But it won't be too late. I should be fighting around 10 p.m. So, you know, it won't be too late. Won't be too late. So, hopefully, people can stay up and watch the fight and everything. And it's on free. It's on channel Fox Sports One. It's not a pay per view. It's a fight night. So
Okay.
everyone, with the basic cable package will be able to watch it.
All right, Fox Sports 1, February 18th. You're going on around 10. Were they starting it up at 8 or 9? Did you say?
I'm not sure. The prelims start Central Time. I'm thinking the prelims start at 7, and then the main card starts at 9. And I'm
Okay.
like I'm like the second or third. I'm like the second or third fight on the main card, maybe the third fight. So 9:30, 10 o'clock. I would probably. And so I'm 2 fights from the main event. So
Okay.
it's probably midpoint of the main card.
Um, any thoughts you have specifically on CBC now that we've been in contact a little bit, working back and forth? And I think we're sending you a new gun. Maybe. I don't know. We're working on it. I don't know.
Yeah, yep. I
You
hope
got new,
so.
dude. I don't know, but we're hoping you dig the one that you got, man. That when we were talking about accessories and stuff, the stop mod. I've got several different versions of that one, and with my shoulder, it absorbs so much of that recoil, and the spring inside doing its job as well. Buffer spring coming back, and that'd be one of my things. When I asked you that question, I started thinking about it for me, and that stop mod stock that we have on that CY6 and a lot of our higher caliber rounds, or the 308 builds, the Grendel, the Creedmoor. You'd be surprised. You got this big rifle sticking out in front of you, 22-inch barrel, and then all of a sudden, ding, and it's like you're shooting a AR-15. There's no like crazy recoil to it. And I think it surprises a lot of people. That's one of the things I was loving about that rifle. But
Yeah, me too.
so I was just told also that you and your old lady are expecting a baby in about a month and a half.
Yeah, our baby is due April 5th, so I'm excited. We're having a
Awesome.
boy, my first son. I want to name him James Jr., and I'm so excited to have a boy.
Dude, congratulations from everybody here at CBC Industries. Thank you again for hanging out with us. Good luck on the fight. Check us out at cbcindustries.com. What's you doing Instagram and all that stuff, man? Throw it out.
Yes, sir. My Instagram is Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. All three are the same. It's James Vick MMA. Pretty simple.
James Vick, MMA, the Texecutioner. Check out our blog going over a hog hunt. Again, James, Texecutioner Vick. Thank you for hanging out with us, brother. Good luck at the fight and good luck with the family, bro.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
Have a good one, buddy.
You too.
Later.
Nice job.
Was it?
Yeah.
I kept looking at the questions like, did I ask that one? Did I ask that one? Did I ask that one?
It was awesome. And it was nice bouncing between hunting and
Well,
boxing.
I thought you
hunting
kind of wrote the questions that way to,
yeah, just mix it up.
Cool. All right. Let me go finish sports.
Good job. Thank you
Thank
very
you, sir.
much.
I got it. That was a lot better conversation we had on the phone.